Lately, I've been thinking a lot about rediscovery. Rediscovery is the action or process of discovering again something that was forgotten or ignored. For so many years, I ignored so much of what made me me, thinking I was silly to want certain things or just being discouraged from pursuing certain passions by others. And over time, there were so many things I had forgotten I enjoyed because of it. Moving away made me feel like I had the freedom to rediscover myself and start doing things I hadn't allowed myself to do for years, or start things I had always wanted to do but was never able to before. For me, moving was necessary to be in a more pleasant environment and to live somewhere I always wanted to. It was the first of many dreams to have come true for me. And even now, riding out here on this ranch with my best friend is the epitome of a dream I didn't think would ever really happen. Something that only existed in books and on TV shows and movies. This year certainly gave me my fair share of challenges, and I've had to pick myself up from depressive states that I hadn't experienced in years. I had to learn to grow and get better, even when I wasn't sure what I was growing towards. But that being said, I've also experienced incredible highs and had achievements with Fiddle I wasn't sure would ever be possible. I've done things that have terrified me, and in those moments I have found the growth I needed. It's not my first time I've had to get out of my comfort zone, and if I want to keep getting stronger and wiser in life, I know I won't be my last. But aside from the growth this year, I've rediscovered so much about what I want out of life, and realized that my plans never truly changed. They had just been put on the shelf for so long that I forgot they were even there. I've been rediscovering all the things that make me me. The incredible thing is allowing myself to experience life the way I've always wanted to, and doing things that have scared me has only allowed my dreams to grow bigger and for me to want more out of life. And that is okay. I don't have to shrink my desires because they don't align with where I live or who I may end up working for. I don't have to worry about if other people think my expectations are too high or my interests too vast. I just have to keep on my own path and let life keep surprising me, keep blowing my mind, keep throwing hardships in my way that challenge everything I believe in. All I have to do is keep living.
Me, I'm in my prime.
Yeah, you look it.
You must be Ringo. Look, darling, Johnny Ringo. Deadliest pistol there since Wild Bill was singing. What do you think, darling?
Oh look, it's Senpai.
Yo, it's been a while, hope you didn't miss me, girl. You've been in denial, you know that won't convince me, girl. Acting like a child, I'll take you back to Disney World. Take you back to Disney World. And it's been a long time since I wrote the right rhymes. And you flexing mob ties, we've been through this 5 times. While you flexing on somebody that don't give a fuck. Punch you in the face, throw you in the trunk, You ain't being saved, you ain't being pawned, I'ma spill blood like it's the Renaissance, I'ma paint a pretty picture, I'm Da Vinci, Might just get you to the left within an inch, But I'm in an instant, and I very rarely miss it. Like I'm back in February with the misses, making digits, but just need a high score. Just give me one and more, make me feel like an addict, cause that feeling's automatic. And I feel like I was born at the right place, at the right time, just the right rhymes. It's about time that I blast a knife on a lime in their face, sprinting through the rooms like a race. Leave behind the trail just cause I like to chase. That's why I got this smile on my face. Now I'm screaming good morning.
I'm getting older but I still can't read a vibe. Cause my world is on fire but we're saying we're doing fine.
cobwebs off, quite literally.
'Cause I don't wanna know if I'm better off alone. I'm so happy when I'm sad, I make it up to deal. 'Cause I just need to see what the hell is supposed to mean, so I can maybe make it better, make it real. That's just how I feel.
So it is remarkably cool today. It is overcast, so we have that to thank. It is beautiful as far as the weather goes. Like, honestly, I don't know if our spring days were always this cool. They probably were. I don't know. I'd have to think on that a little bit more. But look at it. Yeah, it's just a beautiful day. I better steer now because Fiddle is going into a ditch. No, sir. I know you want to go down to the water, but we have to make sure we get off on the right spot. I don't know if we ever talked about this, but we only get off at a certain point at the lake because we know it won't sink or be mucky, and we won't sink in the water, and that would be very dangerous. So it's kind of the same place we always film at when we come here, but that's for a reason. So, it's beautiful.
From far away she looks so good. Grew up in the same neighborhood, and that's how to rub salt in the wound. Spend a few hours on the reservoir. Never broke a bone, so I'm gonna try hard to prove you wrong. That I'm not who I used to be. I'm not living at 17. Let's go. Feet away, she's like a primrose. You're never taking me alive, so come close. And I know why you said it, 'cause I'm reading every word in your voice. Now I'm not who I used to be, and maybe it's a good thing,
Don't lose the... I have the horse. Him getting his teeth floated.
I hope you don't lose this stuff. Is it working?
Yeah, it's recording right now.
No, turn it the other way.
Oh, right. Okay, there we go.
So, we went for a swim. Not in the way I expected. Fiddle trusts Banjo, and Banjo can go deep in the water and swim, and Fiddle's never swum before. And he was fine at first, and he decided that it was scary, and he tried to turn around, and then he was running into Banjo. And then I started coming off, because he was like, oh, because he couldn't get his footing. And so I came off. And I'm just glad I wasn't dragged. I kind of kicked my feet out a little bit when I felt myself coming off just to make sure.
That would have been bad.
And yeah, we're okay. But
Maybe always bareback, just in case.
Yep.
I would have probably came off of him immediately.
Yeah,
bareback.
but you wouldn't be dragged.
True.
Yeah.
True. We're very wet. I already was like wet up to here when he started swimming.
So Fiddle knows how to swim now.
Yay! Yay! My boots are so wet. I think I need to take off some of my clothes.
Well, I'm glad I brought that blanket.
He's like, in case we need to dry off. And I was like, oh, we'll be
Why
fine.
don't you take his stuff off and come get back in since you've already gotten wet?
Yeah.
Sure. JP, you should film this
Yeah,
this
maybe
time.
film it this time in case one of us falls off.
All right.
In case it's really
I
good content.
almost fell off. I like grabbed onto his neck and I started coming off the side. And so I kicked and like swam with my legs.
He
and
kind of
got
like,
back on.
he kind of turned sideways, I think, now that I think about it. So
Yeah,
when
I think he was just trying to reach the bottom.
he just wasn't like reaching the bottom.
Yeah, he was
You
like,
poor
"There's no
baby.
more floor."
Yeah, look at him dripping. Get over here. We'll get a close up of him. All my tack, nice and wet. We'll pull it off, dry it out. It should probably be fine.
Oh yeah, it'd be totally fine. No. Ooh.
Okay, that's all the unit. Oh my god. So how do you swim? You just kind of grab on and lean
So,
forward?
okay, just kind of make sure your reins stay up because you don't want him to go like, you know, off and
agreed.
get his leg hung up. So just kind of make sure your reins stay up in a hand. And I just grab around their neck and grab onto their mane. And then I kind of just like float over his back. And as he's coming up out of the water, I just straddle
Because that's
again.
what happened as I started floating and I was like, shit, I've
Yeah.
never swam, period, let alone swimming on Fiddle.
Yeah, when you are kind of swimming, you just kind of hold their neck and you just kind of let your body float out behind you over their back. And then when they're coming up out of the water, you just sit.
Okay.
So you go from like kind of like a plank on their back above them
Yeah.
to sitting, if that makes sense.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, my foot's all over.
I'm ready. Let's
Now that you want to take your
I think it's worth mentioning here that Fiddle didn't really get back to swimming this time around. I think he was kind of done, and he went just a little bit past what you saw in this video. He probably only went up to his knees, and he was kind of done for the day. We didn't really push it too much farther, and we ended up heading back, and it was an incredible ride. Luckily, we did sit a long time and let things dry before I had to saddle him back up and get back to the trailers. It was a great day, and even though things didn't go as planned, sometimes just surviving a ride is a great thing.
yesterday. Oh, happy birthday to her. Yeah, but she's, you know, she's very young in her mind. Yeah.
So she was watching Summer Club like in her 20s.
Girl, I'm in my 20s and I watch it
No, I
because
will
I
too.
love it.
No, but I watched it with her and I was like, oh my gosh, it's such a cute show.
Yeah.
And honestly, I love kids shows. It's sometimes so nice.
wholesome.
I love wholesome.
I do
Have you ever
too.
seen Bluey?
Yes, Sophia loves Bluey.
Bluey is the best.
Yes.
That's kind of so sad. I literally moved it, put it back, and it's
So, I know she'll probably want to say something like, well, let's check on JB and whatnot. But since you're all listening, my biggest thing for this trip, other than its beauty and hiking, who knows how many miles, put that in the description. But tell you what, a very good friend of mine who's a Marine told me one thing to keep in mind amongst many when it comes to hiking, walking, marching, trailblazing: socks. Tell you what, you bringing extra socks, you switch out halfway through your day or however halfway through your hike, makes a huge difference. I know there's a lot of people that would say, oh yeah, definitely, you know, I always keep extra socks whenever we went on our ruts and whatnot. But true facts, man. If you're the kind of person that wants to get into hiking, a lot of walking, bring socks, extra socks. You change them out and you'll be a whole different person. You'll still feel the fatigue, that's just normal. You have to work through it, get uncomfortable, and deal with being uncomfortable. But having socks, big deal.
You look good? Boy. Steady. Good boy. Easy. Good boy. Easy, sweetie pie. Steady. Okay, good boy. Yeah, I saw. Whew. Okay, we are heading out. I am still just a mess from the lake, but thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked what you saw today, please like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next week. Bye.